So, okay, before we create the bench, just thought I'd show you this program. It's called Make Human. So, if you want characters, you can create your character here. Now, they are high-res models. So, when you export them, take them into Blender. They'll be too high-res to actually go into the game. But you can use either third-party software to reduce the size of them, or you can use things like the decimate modifier in Blender to do that. And you've got male, female, obviously. You've got different clothing you can put your characters in. There we go. Let's give him some shoes, perhaps. There, and I suppose some hair would help. We'll go for short hair, and if you have a look at him, he's got no eyebrows or eyelashes, so let's give him some eyebrows. There we go. So there we are. There's our figure, and all dressed as we want. We can choose different ethnic groups, okay, for our character. We can then pose. So if we want to do any animation with a character, we can select the armature, the rig for the character, and there's all sorts of things you can play about with here. Generally I leave this as none, because here we've got community, and I'll just list that. These are all things that community have produced, and they go from poses to clothing and to rigs, animation rigs. So you've got a big contribution there from the community, and one of the things I loaded in from the community in the pose is here we have all sorts of poses that you can pre-pose your characters, and one I loaded from the community, which is this one, sitting down. There we go. That's ideal for a passenger on a train. So there is my character that I can use as an example. Okay, I can use that as an example there to get the height then of any seating that I want to use. And to export, we just go to here, export, okay, and you can save it in different formats. I tend to just save it as an FBX. I'm not sure if Blender has that as standard, but certainly as the Collider or DAE, definitely as Wavefront has that, but yes, the FBX you might need to load or allow in your preferences, but that's the one I usually use, FBX. And just your units, make sure you set them to meter, because that's the unit of the train sim. Okay, and if you don't set it that, it'll be too big. It'll come in as a huge model. So meter, that'll give you the right distance, and that'll give you the right pose then for you to be able to create any seats or benching from. So that's what you want to do. But like I say, this is a very high res model. Okay, so it'd be too high res to use in the game. You'd have to take it down to make it usable. But in Blender you can use it as a guideline. Okay, you can just produce as many characters as you want, standing characters or whatever, to check out anything from benching on a station to carriage seating. Okay, so that's that. And we'll use one of these models to just check the height of the bench. So let's do that now. So we've done the luggage rack. Now what we're going to do is the seating. Now I showed you that program. I can't remember what it's called. Let me bring it up here. No, it's Make Human. Make Human. Okay, I showed you that where you can make some of your characters. Like I say, I can't emphasize enough. You must reduce them down. They're far too high res to go into the game. Anyway, for the purpose of this, I'm going to import actually a high res version, but I'm not going to take it into the game. So let's go append. Okay, let me find let's go to there. It'll be somewhere around here. We go sitting passengers, casual. There we go. Let's have this one, and let's go for that. Okay, and high res. There we go. And so yep, there's our chap. Let's turn him around. So top, let's rotate him. That's it. Okay, and let's just bring him up. Right, okay, what we want to do then is to put his feet on the carriage floor so we can see where the bench should be going. Now let's have a look. Yeah, he's probably in the right position there. The bench seats probably just come to the door here. So there he is. There's our character, our passenger, patiently waiting in the pose to sit down. Let's put a seat down for him. Okay, so yeah, very simple. Let's add a cube. Scale this down. Okay, grab. Right, now you could try and work out how high this is. Okay, that's probably round about the size of it. Perhaps a little bit smaller. There we go. Okay, and as I say, probably the bench probably will come to about there. Okay, so let's grab those. Make sure I'm going into X-ray mode. Grab Y. Press Y again. Okay, and bring that somewhere back there. Right, okay, so yeah, let's put that in the center. Okay, let's now size, well, let's make the X probably about 2.7 meters. Okay, let's come front on and just check. Yes, weren't far out, was I? And let's go into, yeah, I'll just scale it a little bit, scale X. Okay, it can go into the walls of the carriage, doesn't matter. In fact, you probably want that so that you haven't got a gap at the end. Okay, and his butt's not quite on it, but don't worry about that. Let's go side on. His thigh is, that's the thing. Okay, so that's that. Now what do we want to do? Well, let's select an edge. Okay, yep, there we go. And let's go here. Okay, yeah, we've got that edge selected. Let's go object and reset the scaling. There we go. And now we'll just do a bevel. Okay, it's quite rounded at the end here, so I would suggest about three, and yeah, 3 segments. Yeah, we'll go for that. Let's have a look side on. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, now let's raise it up a little bit. That's it. And vertex mode, deselect, and it will just tilt backwards slightly. So grab Z, the seat just goes back, not too much, just have a slight declination, I think that is, isn't it, as opposed to an inclination. Right, okay, so there we go, that's it then. Okay, let's have a look at that. Bit steppy, of course, so we can always put our smooth shader on, and it's a little bit lost, so we can add an auto smooth on there. Now you see we've got a bit of a hard edge there, so that calls for this angle just to be altered. There we go. Not very much at all. Look, 30.4 as opposed to 30. So there we go. There's the bench. Right. Well, we might as well use that as the backrest. Okay. So let's just select that. Let's duplicate it. Okay. Now I've got to sort of work out here. I want 90 in the X. That's it. And then I want 180 in the Y. Have I done it the right way? No, I've done it the wrong way. Let me do that again. Yeah, undo. I thought so. I'll undo that because it's normally the Z direction. So 180 in the Z direction. That's it. Okay, side on. Right, let's bring that up. Okay, now that's gonna go. I'm not sure it goes right up to head height. I think to get it right to the head, you'd probably lean back like that. So I'm gonna lower it more to perhaps that height. And in fact, I'm sure I've actually seen it. We can always raise this. I'm sure I've seen images where it's certainly less than half the distance of this window. So I'm going to try it there. Okay, now let me grab that. Okay, and let's grab Y. Okay, in fact I'll scale Y. I think scale Y. Okay, just to take the some of the roundness that we've got on the seat, that we had on the seat there. So not quite so round, that's it. Okay, and we can probably bring this in. Grab Y, there we go, Y. So that's probably right. And I'm going to pull these down. Now that's slightly sloping, which is fine, because that's probably, no, that's not right. Grab Z, there we go. Let's bring it down. I'm going to have to go into into wireframe mode, because I need to move it back against there. Okay, this can come back a bit, so let me bring that back a bit. Grab Y, there we go. Doesn't matter if they overlap here. I'll take that right to the edge. Okay, yeah, I was saying here, I've got a feeling that what we tend to have is, let me put a loop cut in. Oh, I've got, yeah, that's fine. We tend to have it's sort of going in and then come back out again. So grab Y. So let's go in a bit. Okay, and then let's bring that out a bit. This one probably wants to go up a bit. Okay, so grab ZZ and take it up there somewhere. Okay, and let's bring that up. Grab ZZ. Okay, yeah, so that's probably yeah, that's probably like it. Let's have a look at that. Okay, yeah, again we've got a bit of a sharp edge there, so we might need to just increase this, probably only slightly. There we go. Okay, so that's it really. It's as simple as that. The benching on here, was very simple benching. Right, okay, so I'm going to put some over the other side, but what I want to do, let me see if I can do it. Yeah, what I want to do is I'm going to add a cube. Okay, I could do it on this side, I suppose. Yeah, I could do it on this side. I will do it on this side. Let me go into now. What you have this material on the bench seat. You also have some material here on the actual carriage bulkhead here. So I'm going to create a cube that reflects that shape, and then we'll apply a texture to it. Okay, so it sort of comes up probably the height of the seat. Okay, so scale Z. Let me put this at that level. Okay, I'll bring it over here so we know where we're going. So it comes really from under the window, okay, and then up. So let me just, yeah, perhaps take it to the height of the seat. Okay, grab Z. Okay, I suppose I can do it at this side while I'm over this side. Grab Y by. Might as well do it over this side. So yes, it will sort of do this. So okay, that's then. Let's go into edit mode. Let's loop cut that, and let's. There we go. Now the easiest way probably just to put a loop cut in here. So just under the window. Okay, and I dare say this will actually probably only go to the bottom of this bench. Okay, I can always raise it up here, but I dare say that's as far as it will go. Okay, so let's see what we've got here then. Let's, yep, I'm going to put the face in here. Okay, let's put a face in there, and because I'm going to delete these vertices here, X, and delete those vertices. That's it, and then fill in here. Oh, he's sitting right where the vertex is. Right, there we go, and F. That's it. And we should have a face. Should have a face there. Let me just have a look at faces. Yes, we have. Okay, so that's it. Now this obviously is quite thin, or may not be obvious, but it is quite thin. So let's go front on, scale X. Okay, this literally. I suppose we should shape it, which yeah, we probably would need to shape it here. Okay. Let's see what we can. What's the best way of doing it? Yeah, so I'm going to put a loop cut in there. Grab X. Okay, and let's select that. Grab XX. Hang on. Deselect. That's better. Grab and grab XX. Okay, yeah, so it's not too bad. Probably, yeah, probably do want a loop cut in here. Okay, up there. Grab XX. Rather than keep doing the XX, I should have just done it global, but there we go. And last but not least, let's select that, grab XX. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's fine then. Now where is the end? Is that the end? Yes. So that wants to, let's go let's grab these vertices. That's it. Grab X. No, I don't want to grab X. Grab Y. Okay. Yeah. And it just comes to that beading. There we go. So yeah, that is it. Okay, you want the same thing over this side. I suppose I could put a if I put it in the middle of this door panel, I could probably just do a mirror on that. So let's have a so you can see we've got this this panel here then, and maybe a bit wide actually. So let me just select the that's it. So grab XX. Okay, just make it a bit narrower. Perhaps perhaps like that. Now of course the other way to do it is to put a cut in the side of the carriage bulkhead wall. I'm not sure if it's a bulkhead or wall. I think these are definitely bulkheads, aren't they? But any if you use the reference to ships, which the shape of this is a reference to I can't remember what it's called, but it's a reference to the way ships were made, and these do tend to be called bulkheads, but I'm not sure about this. But if that's a bulkhead, because it's just a wall, then this would be a bulkhead as well, but I'm not sure of the terminology. So yeah, you could actually, let's go to this and let's perhaps choose that mesh, snap, cursor selected. Yeah, okay. And then what you can do is you can put the origin, set origin to 3D cursor, and then put a mirror on there. There we go. And hopefully, yep, it does match up. So that door is in the middle there. Okay, so there we go. We've got our two. But yes, it may be that you do just cut into the side panel there itself. It's up to you, but it's there in case we want it to use those. We can always delete them or hide them. So there we go. To be honest, now we just want supports. Now the supports for here are probably quite simple. So let's come side on. Let's go there now. Supports then. Let's add cube. Oh, yep, and scale. Okay, bring it down to here, and let's have a look. So scale Y. Okay, probably doesn't go right to the end, and let's go in the Z direction. So it's about what, an eighth of an inch, so 0.125 of an inch. Is that right? Let's make it a quarter of an inch. 0.25 of an inch. Okay. Did that take? Have I pressed? Did I do the wrong one? So 0.25 of an inch. Well, it's telling me that's a quarter of an inch. I'm not sure it is, but I'll take its word for it. It probably will be 635. Anyway, I'm not going to go higher than a quarter of an inch of metal. Otherwise, that's a big lump of metal. Okay, let's go into edit mode, and we put no, I tell you what, yes, let me put another one in. Let me undo that. Okay, make sure we're in edit mode, are we? Yep. Let's do that. Okay, bring that back here. Okay, and let's make this, before we start, let's make this an inch. So in the X direction, 1 inch. That's it. I suppose I could do both sides here and just judge it. It's doesn't have to be exact, to be honest. Let's have a look at the other one. There we go. Okay, so face mode. Okay, let's select these here. Make sure, if I selected, I may not have selected the top there. No, I didn't. Make sure we're selecting the top. That's it. And E and Z. Okay, up we come. Right, there we go. Yeah, they look round about right, actually. So grab grab Z. What I'll do, I'm just trying to think of the way to do it. E and Z. That's it. And E and Z. Okay. And E and Z. These are quite simple, to be honest. Okay. So easiest way, let me grab that. E and Y. Grab Y. That's it. And yeah. So yeah, simple support like that will do. Okay, same thing. E, Y. Grab Y. There we go. Okay, and yeah, I suppose I'll splay it out afterwards. I might just splay it out, just give it a look of it being engineered in some way. Okay, so M at last. There we go. M at last. Don't forget to get rid of the M at last. The faces here. M at last. Yeah, there'll be a face here you don't want. Yeah. Okay, same down here then. M at last. M at last. I just realised I probably could have bridged edge loops here, but I didn't give it a thought at that moment. M at last. There we go. And let's make sure we get rid of this face. Right, X and face. Right, there we go. So yep, there's our support. Let's have a look at it. You probably won't see it really, and I don't think you need any more than that, to be honest. They are very, very simple. About the most you can do is to I don't know, sort of make an A sort of shape out of it, but no, I'm going to leave it like that. They were very simple. They probably wouldn't be much more than that. Okay, so we can put an array on, can't we? Constant offset. Okay, and let's remember to reset the scaling. Okay, and constant offset. There we go. Right, I suppose for weight we could put 3 in, and now let's go. Oops. Let's go face on. Hang on. Yeah, that's it. And we'll go there. So okay, there we go. And now let's bring that Okay, that's it then. Now, this I don't know. This is guesswork on my part, and it's whether it's of any value. But I would think there'd be some form of heating in here, so I'm gonna just provide a very simple heater. Here we go again. Scale. It's going to go under the seat. Yeah, it wants to be smaller than the seat. Scale. There we go, and yeah, something like that will do. And let's bring it out and let's judge. Scale X. Yeah, something like that. And that's it. It's going to be like that. It probably perhaps might have a louvered front there, so what we'll do is we'll just duplicate that, okay, and bring it forward, okay, scale Z, okay, scale X, there we go, and probably just wants to be like that. There we go, that's the heater. Okay, and just move it back under there. And it's whether you'd see it really or not. Can I wonder if I can scale that up? Scale Z, whether it's, yeah, I suppose perhaps like that. Yeah, and you could put let's scale X. I've no idea with these, I must admit. I'm going to scale this one. Scale X. Just want to see it in relation. Scale X. That's it. Yeah, so you might want to put a louvered material on the front there, and that can serve as a heater. Let's join the two together. There we go. Okay, so that could serve as a heater if you want it, and then just mirror it across this side. So okay, let's do that then. Let's start putting. We'll duplicate it. We won't mirror it. Just duplicate, and let's have a look. Z wants to be 0. Yeah, just bring that across. Okay, and let's go here. And where are we? We're here. Okay, same thing here. Duplicate. 180. Now, did I duplicate it? I don't think I did. So let me duplicate that. That's it. 180. Okay. That's it. And let's just bring that over to here. Okay, grab one white. There we go. Okay, and again, just duplicate that. That's pretty. That should be pretty even, shouldn't it? So you can try and match it up exactly, or roughly judge it. And same thing goes here. Perhaps where's that? Where's the heater? I can't see it. There it is. Duplicate 180, and let's bring it. Whoops! Let me undo that. Yeah. So 3. Where have I put it? Have I put it right at the back? Yes. In fact, you probably might want to bring it here so you can actually see it. Otherwise, there's not much point. You've got yeah, perhaps just bring it forward a bit. You can perhaps line those up a bit better, but there we go. Okay, so let's now have a look. I'm going to put my mirror on. There we go. There is our bench seat. Okay, you might want to put a bit of a bevel on this edge. That does look perhaps a bit harsh. So let's. I'm going to put. Let's make sure I've got the right one selected. That's it. If I put a bevel. Yeah, I'll put a modifier on here, 0.001. Okay, and we'll limit by weight, and let's put bevel weight on there. Now let's have a look at that. We may perhaps, because this is bigger, we may increase that. Ooh, a bit too big. There we go. Let's make it 0.005. Yeah, okay, and we could select that L, and yeah, link the modifiers. What we won't have done is to put the bevel weight on there. There we go. Okay, so there we go, bit of a bevel on there, and yeah, we have our benching, we have our interiors. Now we can duplicate these or mirror them so they come over this side as well. I won't do that. That's just mirroring everything over this side to the other side. Okay, so that is it. One last thing is the light. Now I'm not sure what this, I can't remember what this actually looked like. There's a variety of different types of simple lighting that used to have in these old compartments. I'm gonna go for a simple bowl, not a full bowl, but a sort of a quarter bowl with a sort of aluminium surround. So that's what I think we'll do, and let's add a sphere. Okay, we'll go 18 segments, yeah, and something like 12 rings. Okay, try and keep it down. There we go, and side on, then scale it down. Okay, and not sure of the size of this particularly, but for a start, let's we want to perhaps use this bottom bit here, so let's deselect, let's get rid of things we definitely don't want, so X and delete those vertices. There we go. Okay, so that is it. So what we actually want to do then, let's go here. Let's select those, let's scale Z, so let's bring them in a bit, grab Z, okay, take that up inside like that, okay, and let's have a look, and that is it really. It may, on with a bit of smooth shading, let's have a auto smooth on. It's a little bit crude. Let me side on. Let me scale Z. We'll bring that down. Okay, grab Z, bring the bowl down a bit. There we go. See how we get on with that. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, that looks fine. We can give this a silver colour. This is going to be a yellow, a sort of glow. And you know, obviously this isn't creating the light. We will put a light in the carriages, but yeah, we'll go for that then. Size, I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Probably a bit too big, so scale the whole thing down. That's possibly it. Let me take it up to the roof space, and let me put it in the middle to start with, so we know where we are. Okay, yeah, so probably that's about the right sort of size. Yeah, we'll go for that then. Simple as that. Okay, and as I say, we will texture this. I suppose we could texture it now, couldn't we? But I'm not sure. Yeah, go on. We'll let's texture it here, and we'll make. Let's go UV editing. Select all. Okay. Scale, and we'll make it a sort of silvery colour. There we go. Okay, and let's now go back to layout, and let me see. Why I've not applied that. Let's go into UV editing again, and sign, and come to layout. I see. Yes. So I'm not. I didn't select it all, did I? Okay. So there we go. I did only select the bowl. So let me inverse that selection then. If I inverse that, invert, then that'll select. Now this is the part I want grey. So I've just got to do it slightly different. There we go. Scale, and this wants to be grey. Right, let's go back. Okay, and yeah, go into layout again. Okay, so it still didn't invert everything there. So let me grow that selection. Okay, now let's go here, and let's select all, scale, and grab and scale. Okay, and grab. Now what I'm going to do is select that and scale. Okay, to try and match it to what we've got there. Okay, scale just a tiny amount. Okay, and that's how it should have been to start with. Okay, there we go. Layout, and now let's invert that. Invert, and we'll put now that is not let's grab, no, that's got it all. I'll have to do a separate UV on that, because I can't disassociate it. It's in there somewhere. I think it's the triangular bits. Let me select, no, and I don't let me move it then. Perhaps that was the center, but that looks like the whole sort of light fitting. So let's go layout. Oh no, it was. Yeah, it was. So there we go. Okay, so that's it then. Yep. Okay, simple light, and that's it. So what we need to do then is to mirror everything here, so it comes on. We've got it on this side as well, switch the doors back on and all that. We'll have to get rid of our man. He's too high res to go into Train Sim. We want to mirror obviously these heaters as well, and we want to put textures on here. Don't forget to do that. I might bring in a sort of is it a maquette for the seating here, just to make it look a bit more, but we'll do that anyway in the next one, and we'll make sure we're all set for this to go into our blueprint editor and then into Train Sim. So that's what we're going to do next.